In English, we mainly use or in two ways. First, we can use or to refer to two choices. So I can say, I eat cereal or toast for breakfast. So in this sentence, we use or to refer to two choices, cereal and toast. However, we can also use or to mean if not, as in, if you don't do this, this will happen later. So we can say, eat this now, or you'll be hungry later. Now, in this video, as we learn how to say or in Korean, we're going to learn how to say or to talk about two choices in Korean. And there are three key expressions, and they are 나, 이나, 거나, and 아니면. So we'll take a look at how we use each of these phrases, and we'll begin with 나, 이나. First, we use 나, 이나 when we refer to two nouns as choices or possibilities. Here are two example sentences. 나는 아침에 커피나 차를 마셔. I drink coffee or tea in the morning. 나는 아침에 커피나 차를 마셔. 나는 아침에 빵이나 과일을 먹어. I eat bread or fruits in the morning. 나는 아침에 빵이나 과일을 먹어. Now, as you can see here, we use 나 in the first sentence and 이나 in the second sentence. And whether we use 나 or 이나 depends on whether the noun they use with ends in a 받침 or not. If the noun doesn't end in a 받침, then we use 나 as in the first sentence. However, if the noun does end in 받침, then we use 이나. It's that simple. So in the first sentence, coffee doesn't end in 받침, so we use 나. But in the second sentence, 빵 ends in an 이응 받침, so we use 이나. Let's take a look at two more example sentences. 수지나 미나가 전화할 거야. Susie or Mina will call you. 수지나 미나가 전화할 거야. 진영이나 민수가 전화할 거야. 진영 or 민수 will call you. 진영이나 민수가 전화할 거야. So again, we use 나 in the first sentence as the name Suji doesn't end in 받침. And we use 이나 in the second sentence as the name 진영 ends in an 이응 받침. Okay, so let's now look at how we use 거나. We use 거나 when we refer to two verbs as choices or possibilities. Here's an example sentence. 나는 아침에 빵을 먹거나 커피를 마셔. I eat bread or drink coffee in the morning. 나는 아침에 빵을 먹거나 커피를 마셔. So in this sentence, the verbs 먹다, meaning to eat, and 마시다, to drink, are two choices. And all we have to do is attach 거나 to the stem of the first verb. And when we add 거나, it doesn't matter whether the verb stem ends in 받침 or not. Here's one more example sentence. 저는 영화를 보거나 책을 읽을 거예요. I will watch a film or read a book. 저는 영화를 보거나 책을 읽을 거예요. So again, we provide two verbs as possibilities. 보다, which means to see, and 읽다, which means to read. And we just add 거나 to the first verb stem. One other thing to note is that even though both verbs indicate the future tense, we only indicate the tense in the second verbs, which uses 을 거예요 to talk about the future. The first verb where 거나 is attached is in its infinitive form, so do keep that in mind. Okay, so lastly, we have 아니면. And 아니면 essentially is made up of two words. The first part is 아니다, which means not or to be not, and 면, which means if. So the literal meaning of 아니면 is if not. However, we can use 아니면 just like 나, 이나, and 거나 to refer to two choices and possibilities. Here are two example sentences that refer to two nouns as choices. 나는 아침에 커피 아니면 차를 마셔. I drink coffee or tea in the morning. 나는 아침에 커피 아니면 차를 마셔. 나는 아침에 빵 아니면 과일을 먹어. I eat bread or fruits in the morning. 나는 아침에 빵 아니면 과일을 먹어. So regardless of whether the noun ends in a 받침 or not, we use 아니면 as or. Though do note that 아니면 isn't attached to the nouns it's used with. When we provide two nouns as choices or possibilities, use of 아니면 is as common as using 나, 이나 in everyday speech. Now, 아니면 can only be used with nouns, but if we want to provide two actions as choices, we have to change the first verb into a noun form. And one of the ways we can change verbs into nouns is by adding 는 것 to the verb stem. So if we consider this sentence from earlier, we can change the first verb 먹다 into its noun form 먹는 것, which is pronounced as 먹는 거 in everyday speech. So the sentence will look like 나는 아침에 빵을 먹는 거 아니면 커피를 마셔. I eat bread or drink coffee in the morning. 나는 아침에 빵을 먹는 거 아니면 커피를 마셔. Now, this kind of sentence is grammatically fine, but if we want to talk about two actions as choices or possibilities, it's far more common to use 거나, which we learned earlier, than using 아니면. Okay, so today we looked at how we used 나이나, 거나, and 아니면 to talk about two choices and possibilities. And that's it for today, and I'll see you soon again. Bye-bye.